And finally, from the Mickey polishes, can we say the word polishes today? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm bringing you my first ever declutter. So like many, I have been of the mindset that I cannot get rid of anything because it's still useful and I might need it one day. But in consideration of my collection, especially my nail polish collection, which a lot of it was made up from other people decluttering, I played with the idea of moving some items along. Lucky for me, I found a couple people who would be interested in taking on this makeup and nail polish. Now, because it's December and in January I do my inventories, instead of rolling this video of me going through every item of makeup / nail polish and bringing you along for the ride, I thought I would just discuss it all here, because you'll be seeing my collection in January and I didn't want to basically have already gone through it and shown it all. So we're just going to go through the items I have here. We're going to discuss why I'm decluttering them. We'll start with nail polish and move on to makeup, and that will basically be it. So let's start with nail polishes. In front of me here, I have got 44 polishes that I'm decluttering. So before I started the decluttering process, I had my nail polish spread out over 2 separate containers, and now I'm able to fit them all into one. So 44 nail polishes. I'm going to quickly run through them. I'll show them, say what they are. Let's go through it. It's 44 of them. This is going to take a hot minute. So let's start off with these little CR polishes. They are only 5 milliliters, but I am getting rid of 14 of these for a lot of different reasons. Some of them is because I have the color in multiple different products, and some of it is because they have gone bad, or I purely do not like the color at all. So let's have a quick look of what colors I have here. I have 2 blues, a dark one and a light one. These are quite nice, but I have these shades in other polishes. We have a white, which I have in another polish as well, so I decided to get rid of this one. I also have 2 pinks. I purely didn't like these shades as they are a bit too baby pink for my liking. I have 2 different shades of orange. I have these in OPI formula, as well as a teal and a purple, which I also have in different forms in other formulas. Then I have these 2 glittery sparkly ones, a silver and a gold. I also have these in other formulas. I was originally trying to pan this one, as you can see, but I have them in other formulas, and these are just not my favorite. The last 3, which consist of this neon yellow, this silver glitter, and also this light pink, these ones will be going in the trash because they are bad. They have gone very, very bad. So these will not be going on to another person. They will purely be going into the trash. But, you know, that's what happens with these little polishes. They cannot last forever, and at times they go bad. So that's where they are going. I have an additional 9 Mickey polishes. I've got 5 of these little mini ones. These are kind of like clear but slightly coloured formulas with glitters in it. So these will be moving on. I have these 3, which have got a polish down the bottom and glitters up the top, which get put on top. This is a very messy exercise, but I know a couple little girls that may enjoy this a lot. I was trying to work on this one in a project, so there really isn't that much left. I did consider keeping this one, but I thought that they might get more joy out of it than I do, considering the amount of red polishes I have. And finally, from the Mickey polishes, I am getting rid of this green. It is definitely a lot more sheer than it looks in the bottle, which was a bit of a disappointment. So I'll be moving this one on as well. Further to that, I'm going to be getting rid of these two, what are these called? Urban Colour Pearl Finish nail polishes. I have a purple and a very pearlescent white colour. I have this pearlescent kind of white colour in different formulas, except this is really white, where the others have different shades of I guess a duochrome to them. This one is not my favorite, and this purple I have, it's a bit streaky and I have it in other formulas, so I'm getting rid of that one as well. From Colour by TBN, I'm going to be getting rid of these two. One of them is a pearlescent pinky colour, and the other one is this neon yellow. Unfortunately, this doesn't look that good on me, and I made the decision, though I love this colour, it doesn't look that great, and I should move it on because I'm not really going to wear it because it doesn't look great, though I do feel there is a time and a place for neon colours. I figure that if I need to get one at one point, for some reason, I can always look for a different shade, because this is not the best for me and my colouring. Then I'm also moving on these two Beauty Works. I think this is from Big W, actually, this brand, but these two shades. One is another neon duochrome pink and another silver. And like I said, I have got these in multitudes of formulas in my collection already. So all those polishes that I just went through do not have names. So the next few do, so we'll go through what polish it is and their name. So we'll start with these two from Buys. The first one I have here is this glittery purple, and this one is called GFA, oh no, what's it called? Voodoo Violet. I love the name of this, but I actually have this polish very similar to this polish in another formula, and I decided to keep that one. I have actually two different types in a similar formula. A similar look, different formula, sorry. So I decided to move this one on, as Buys is not my favorite brand. And in regards to this one, which is called Peacock Metallic, I actually had this exact polish twice. So I decided to move one out of my collection, and I kept the other one because it is a very lovely shade. But like I said, I actually had it twice already within my collection. Then we have these from Kmart. I have a little red one called Don't Stop, a little glittery pink one called Gypsy Rose, and another glittery pink one called Lol. So I decided to move these ones out because I have quite a lot of these, and pinks are not my favorite. From Endota, I have these two. One is called, I'm going to probably butcher these names, Katara, and the other one is called Yarraville. So both of these will be going. One, because this is a very, very light purple. It looks a bit funny on my fingers, and also I have another type of light purple that I prefer, or lavender, that I prefer over this one. And the other one is this teal, which is very, very pretty. Unfortunately, I cannot get the lid off, and I think it has dried up quite a lot inside. So we're going to be chucking this one in the bin. Next up, I have this one from Be Beauty. It was received as a wedding gift, and this is called Pretty Baby. But like I said, it is a bright pink, and it's not really my colour, so I'm moving this one on. I should mention it was not a wedding gift from my wedding. It was someone else's wedding. Anyway, then I have these two here. This one is Nicole by OPI, and the colour, I'm not actually sure what the colour name is. Maybe Nicole is the type of colour. But there is this one, and also this Mod Cosmetics in Pearl, and this one is very patchy. This one is quite lovely, but yellow is not really my color. Then from Jordana, I have this blue. It's called Bright Blue. Surprise, surprise, very original. This one I was getting rid of because, like I said, I have quite a few blues, and this one is just my least favorite. Then I have two from Revlon. This one is a bluey green, basically a mint, and it is called Electric. And this one here is a bluey black, so it looks black, but it's a blue black, and this is called Knockout. So I've decided to move these on because I do have another mint that I am keeping, and with the black I have a few blacks that I'm keeping, and because of the blue black phase, I guess, of it, it is not the deepest black that you could have, so I'm moving these two out as well. And then last but not least, I have two OPIs. This one in the orange is called Where Did Susie's Man Go? And this one in the pink is called Hotter Than You Pink. Now, this one has been in a project before, and let's see if I can get it open. No, I cannot. I cannot get it open, but inside it is kind of dried up and gone a bit gross. So we're moving that one to the rubbish bin, and this one will be decluttered to someone who will get some use out of it. I actually missed the polish, which is this mud polish in lime juice. If you remember correctly, this was just in my Project 10 Uses nail edition, and I decided it also did not look very good on my nails. It was about as nice as those yellow ones that I had earlier, so I decided to move this one on. So let's move on to my very small pile of makeup products that I'm going to be moving on. So I have 5 eye products that I'm moving on. They consist of this palette. Let's start with that. First off, I have this Byes eyeshadow palette in Fantasy, and this is what it looks like that. You may remember me talking about this in my Lips versus Eyes challenge series the other week. This is not very pigmented, and it is not my favorite. And now, considering how many rainbow palettes I have in my collection, I've decided I don't want to waste my energy and waste my time and essentially waste my eyeshadow looks using this palette. I do have a pan in, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have got pan in 4 shadows, which I'm quite happy with, and I'm quite happy to be moving this on to someone who may get better use out of it than I do. Next, I have my Byes Glitter Eye Cream. You may remember this from a multitude of projects. I've been slowly trying to work through this. I've hit pan, as you can see. There is still a little bit left in here, but I've decided that this is not my favorite product. Instead of trying to force myself to use it, I got my money's worth out of it. I used it for the original reason I bought it, plus I've used it more since then, and now I've got some loose glitters and some other types of glitters. This is not my favorite formula, and I think that it would be better off for people who use glitter more. As it says an eye cream, but it's probably better as a body glitter because it just creases and goes yuck, even with an eye glitter glue. It's not my favorite, so I'm quite happy to be moving this on, and I'm really happy with the amount of love that I managed to give it over the years that I've had it. Next up, I have 2 eyeliners. This one is from Rimmel and this one is from Maybelline. So this one looks like this. It's like a felt tip pen, and this one here is very similar, but it's the thin version. As you can see, I have tried to use it before with that glitter. I don't use these, and I don't want them to dry up, especially this one, this Master Graphic. I have hooded eyes. I don't tend to use these type of liners to do wings or anything like that. So instead of holding on to them for them just to go bad, I thought I would just move them on to someone else. And last but not least, my Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art in Midnight Glitz. You might be a bit surprised to see this in my declutter because I have had this in a few projects of late, including, I'm pretty sure it was my Rocky Horror panning show video. Either way, I'll have it linked up above. Hopefully that's what it was. I don't love this product. I enjoyed it and I found a way to enjoy it, but it is not my favorite. So I've decided to move this on to someone who might get some more joy out of it. She likes the colors, likes the look of it, wants to give it a go, and if not, then I'll just take it back again. Next, we've got face products, and I'm moving both of these out of my collection. First off, I'm moving out this Maybelline Master Contour. I have managed to hit pan on both the contour shade and the blush, though if you can't really see, it is quite a small, there it is, a tiny little plan. But it is not my favorite blush shade, and I don't really contour, and I have that many highlighters in my collection. I figured that I don't need this palette, and I'd be better off moving it on to someone who might get better use out of it. So that is what I have done. I've moved this one out of my collection, and now I can focus on other blushes and my contour palettes that I am keeping. And next, I'm getting rid of my Sculpt and Glow. This also has been in a few projects over the years, and if you remember, I dropped it once and it shattered, so I repressed it. There's nothing wrong with the formula. I quite enjoy it. But I have a few other highlighters, including highlighters that are different colors similar to this, and I want to get use on them. And highlighters take forever, and this is a huge pan. And considering it's not my favorite, I've decided to move it on. That's basically that one. Now, last but not least, we have some lip products. So first off, let's start with this Mickey Big Lippy. If you were watching my Lips vs. Eyes series, I don't love this product, and I've decided to move it on. At the moment, I think it's not too bad. It smells okay. It smells like a crown, but it's always smelled like a crown, and I think that's basically the product. So I'm moving this one on, as well as this Kmart Lip Art, which is metallics. I think this is in Wicked. It is like this weird glossy glitter. I'm moving that one on as well. And that bright baby pink, that was not my favorite, which was also in my Lips vs. Eyes. I'm moving that one on as well as my Karl Lagerfeld Plus Model Co., which is this brown, which I also think smells a bit plasticky, but I'm moving that on as well. These are the four that I've said over probably the last 12 months that I should move out of my collection, and this is me moving them out of my collection. Now for the last four, and as you can probably see, these are my NYX Liquid Suedes and a Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, which you know are some of my favorites formulas. I have videos swatching both of my collections of these products, so I will put them up above and you can check those out. So let's start with the Maybelline Matte Superstay Matte Ink. So this is in 65 Seductress. And if you remember correctly, from my Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink swatching that I did, that I actually had a double of these. So this is my second one, and that is why I'm moving it out of my collection. The same goes for these NYX Liquid Suedes. So I have these in mini formula. Well, if you've got the mini formula, why are you getting rid of the full size instead of the minis? And the simple answer to that is I have so many lip products that I don't think I'll ever manage to get through these. So I'm actually passing these on to my sister, who quite likes the colors and the formulas. And I'm quite happy to move the full sizes onto her. And like she said, if I ever do manage to use up my minis and I would like to use one of these shades, she's quite happy to give it back to me. So that is all the items I'm decluttering, to a total of 59 products. I am quite happy with this little mini declutter. I guess it's mini because I know other people manage to declutter a lot more than I have, but my aim wasn't just to move products along. I wanted to move products along that I didn't want to use, that I wasn't using, that I knew that others would get better use out of. Like I said at the start, I am not normally the one to declutter. I don't personally like to do it that much, but I know that I'm not going to get through these products anytime soon, if at all. And I don't want to be putting my focus on using these ones up because I want to hate pan them, as say, when there is perfectly good products that I do like sitting and collecting dust in my collection. So that is what I have done today, and I will be bringing you my updated makeup inventory in the next month or so. So look forward to that. Anyway, let's finish this up here. So I'm Verity. That was my December 2020 declutter video, and now to the outro.